Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go from Jacksonville. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Johnson running right. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, Johnson, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's got his target, Chris Conley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Conley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence finds the open target, Arnold. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. It's Arnold. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
At the Texans' 43-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Lawrence will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, Robinson. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs. 7 yards to pick up there. That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
We'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Damian Wilson in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Darnold now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action, Darnold. He goes underneath to Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Texans 14. Jaguars nothing. Tucker McKinnon set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
60 First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Darnold on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. Going for the deep ball. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on first down. Robinson flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Desmond King, ex of the Chargers and Titans, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Robinson. Powers through it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check pass. Hey, Alpha. Yeah.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Jackrabbit, come on. Let's go, defense.
Back to throw. Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Caleb Chason. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now it's Darnold. connecting with Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Darnold to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Darnold. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Darnold. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory.